Hey friends, it's Charles here with another new comic review. Stay tuned for a special discount for my friends at Coffee and the Comic at the end of the video. So let's jump into it. I want to talk about Storm, number one from Marvel Comics in 2024. This is a great introduction to the character. If you're not familiar with her from the X-Men, um, you get into it. It has a little preamble here, your standard introduction, and then it also does a great job of introducing her here. Um, to her different phases. It talks about how she grew up as a pickpocket in Cairo. Um, how she has been a queen of Wakanda, agent of Morocco, an X-Man, an Avenger. Going over her history, which is nice, which keeps those things in canon with this current story, and a weather witch, going on and on about who she is, and then we have boom, the grand introduction, and we have that plus this introductory, this big panel here. It's almost like a cold open in a TV show or a movie, getting you prepared for what you're going to see. I really, really enjoy what they did with these first few pages of this. Like I said, if you're not familiar with Storm, it gives you a quick rundown of the history, who she was, who she is now, and what she is doing. It introduces you to the grand opening of her sanctuary, if you will, whatever that is going to be. And she's being praised as almost you know like a superhero, which in the world of X-Men there's always trepidation and doubt and judgment. But here she's being embraced by the community and even mentioned as, running for political office maybe. And then you cut to, you know, uh, yeah. So that was, and so it cuts back to this. What's going on with her? And she is battling some unknown force that is destroying the community and endangering lives. And people are assuming it's from this alien technology that has been brought into the community. And Storm and another superhero. Let's see if I can find her name real quick. I don't want to hold you. But a superhero who I'm not familiar with right here. Let me see. Yeah, I am not seeing her name. But she is assisting Storm in saving civilians. And then you even see right here how there's trepidation and fear while she's trying to save them. Um, and most of the book is them fighting the way to the center of this disturbance that's causing shock waves and earthquakes. And like I said, everybody assumes that it's this reactor, that it's this, power source that, was made with alien technology, and they discover no, it's a young mutant, manifesting his powers for the first time. And, I don't want to ruin too much of the story for you, but what it does is it, sets in motion a new conflict. And the fact that she is the one who discovered this source and the only one, which means that people can either blame this alien technology or they could blame the mutants. And at this grand opening of her sanctuary, she is given a speech, and that question is put to her is, do you want to make our lives easier as mutants by saying that it's this alien technology? Or do we want to keep it 100 and tell the truth about this young mutant going through something he didn't even understand that caused all this disruption and that we set the same pattern and motion that we've experienced as X-Men, as mutants. And, what decision does she make? And like I said, I'm not going to ruin it for you. I gave you some basics, but it's a good story. I'm not a big X-Men guy. I hop in and out, but I didn't feel lost. I enjoyed it. I knew exactly what the story beats were from the first to the last panel, and I highly suggest it. It's still a newer book out in October, so you can get it at your local comic book stores. And if you don't have a local comic book store, I always suggest Coffee and a Comic. But right now, through the month of October, you can get 15% off when you use code OLDNERDWY. So this has been my thoughts on Storm, From the Ashes, a New Beginning. She's an Avenger now, so she's going to begin involved in some social justice, politics stuff located here in America. So I'm looking forward to it, and I think I will ride this one out. I enjoyed this number one more than the last couple of Storm series I've got into, and I enjoyed them immensely. So you guys take her easy. I'll see you next time. Until then, keep reading them books. I'm out.